Hey guys. So it's been a while since I recorded, but I really feel just pushed, like I have to go all in and just do these videos because I am starting my 16-week competition prep today. Today's day one, and it actually falls right in line with a program that I run called the Fit and Lean Challenge. It's a 16-week transformation challenge to my clients, and it's all done through Facebook. And I know they need a lot of tips and tricks and really to know how to get through these 16 weeks to create a healthier lifestyle. And I didn't actually initially plan it that way, but the 16-week challenge actually runs completely in line with the show that I picked to do. I'm planning to do OCB in New Jersey, May 21st. So today's February. This is the first month or the first week of February. And yeah, I'm just excited to get back into it. I'm ready for prep, and I stopped recording for a while because just with the holidays getting back, my husband and I started some new house projects, putting in some hardwood floors. That was a reward to myself with a business achievement I made. And it's actually still in the process. Let me just show you real quick. So the cabinets are gonna get painted white. The floors are all done, but holy cow, look at my house. It's just like totally torn apart right now. My refrigerator, the old one that's being replaced, is hanging out here in the living room. So anyways, I've been busy, but it is day one and I just flew home. I was in Florida for a little over a week and a half and just flew home late last night. I actually decided to kick off the 16 weeks with doing some nutritional cleansing. I started that yesterday actually, so I guess yesterday was day one. Today's day two of the nutritional cleansing, so I'm gonna get back to my normal eating, my clean eating tomorrow. But I have nothing here in the house. And as I do these videos, you'll see me get a little bit more creative and delicious with some meals. But for right now, I just thought this would be a great example for you guys on how to do some really super quick, easy meal prep. You're gonna hear me say it a million times. If you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail. So having healthy options on hand is so important, and that's why we meal prep. So I'm gonna show you guys, I just did a quick grocery haul. I had no grocery list written out. The first thing that I did was just kind of think, oh yeah, okay, each meal needs a healthy protein. Some meals are gonna take some healthy fats, healthy starches or carbohydrates, and then, you know, a green veggie in every meal. That's kind of what I follow. So that's just what I grabbed. I saw some vegetables I liked, I saw some protein that I liked, and just kind of grabbed the whole thing. So let me show you what I got. So here's my grocery haul. First and foremost, grab some extra containers. I have a cupboard full of them, but I'm gonna be doing some meal prep for my sister while I'm at it tonight. So grab some, it says BPA free. Honestly, I never microwave anything that's in plastic, just a forewarning. I didn't used to do that, but then I learned how unhealthy it is for you. So I really encourage you, if you're using plastic containers, to get some glass ones. I have some good glass ones up in here somewhere. Yeah, so I have glass ones, but then I also have plastic ones as well. Invest in a nice pair that will just stack and you know, not clutter your cabinet super, makes it even more frustrating when you can't find lids and stuff. So anyways, grab some of this. This is really just to have portion control. What I do is I'll actually just pull one out of the refrigerator. Afterward, you'll see this process here, but I'll pull one out of the refrigerator, just slap everything on a porcelain plate, the plates that I have, and microwave it. Or if you don't believe in microwaving, you can just throw it in a skillet just to kind of warm it up, or throw it in the oven. But the containers are really just about portion control, and so that you don't have to think about that later on. Grab some steamed veggies. You'll see with my vegetables, I typically try to buy all organic. Definitely something that I believe in, but because I was short on time and just had to go in and grab what I could, you do your best. And so I got some steamed veggies. I always have some steamed veggies in the freezer for when I need them. Fresh is most ideal. Frozen is second best. You want to avoid canned. It has a lot of sodium added to it, and pretty much any nutrients that are in there are probably dead. So got some kale. I love kale salads, fresh kale salads, just so crunchy. And it's just a nice variance on spinach or romaine. Chicken, I, again, typically always do organic meats. That's kind of like something that I've developed into. You know, leading a healthy lifestyle is about developing healthy habits, and not everybody's ready to invest in organic, but I'm at the point where I can, so I try to always get organic. This doesn't have organic written anywhere, but again, I did the best that I could today, so I found ones that, you know, say no hormones or steroids added, all vegetarian diet, raised cage free. So it's still kind of questionable label, but again, it's the best that I could find. Got some avocados for healthy fats. Got an onion and some more vegetables. This is a bruschetta. And my other proteins, so here I have my green veggies. I have some healthy fats, along with some other coconut oil and stuff I'm gonna be using. I have some almonds. They come in some really awesome flavors. So if you're really craving something salty, this is a healthy snack, and you're still getting your salty by doing the salt and vinegar. There's some sweet flavored ones. I also keep this in the cupboard too. Again, it might not be the cleanest source of protein, but when you're in a pinch and you haven't gone grocery shopping, it's nice to have some of these on hand. And then I don't do dairy a lot. For me personally, my body doesn't agree with it, but I have found that the Greek yogurt, I think because it has more live enzymes in it, I do okay. It has lots of protein. This cup has 20 grams of protein. And I know that this brand in particular does not use hormones for their cows. So I got some things chopped up. One of the easiest ways for me to cook to make it super fast and easy to clean up is just throwing everything on a baking sheet that's lined with some foil and sprayed down with olive oil or coconut oil. So that's what I did here. I basically just, like I said, threw the chicken on there. I actually, even just another little hack here is I usually get the chicken tenders because it's even less cutting that I have to do. So it's already half cut for me. And then this is the cabbage and the onions, and really nothing fancy. I just kind of chopped them up, threw them on there. And what's really gonna vary this up for you, if you're doing this kind of food on a regular basis, is the seasoning. So get creative. You'll start to find seasonings that you like, that you don't like. For me, I love vegetables, so I'm really just gonna drizzle it with some olive oil, use some Himalayan pink sea salt, and some ground pepper. What I'm doing for the chicken is I'm going to use this bruschetta. It's basically just onions and tomatoes that are already chopped and drizzled with a little bit of olive oil and seasoning. And I'm going to throw a little bit of extra Italian dry seasoning on here as well. So I'm going to get it all seasoned up. I'm going to cover it all with foil, and I throw it in the oven. The magic number is 350. 350 degrees. So as long as you turn your oven on it, that chicken cooks really well. It doesn't get too dry as long as you catch it, you know, you have it in for the appropriate amount of time. I'm cooking a lot of chicken here. So I kind of, honestly, I don't know how long it's going to take. I just kind of put it in until I can smell it and then I check it. So I'll show you how I check it, but I'll get a time for you guys and figure out how long it should go in. So yeah, so I'm gonna throw that in there. The great thing about this too is because it's going in the oven, it's not like you need to stand near your stove and stir a bunch, is that I can go jump in the shower, because I just got back from the gym and the grocery shopping trip, or you can prep some other stuff while that stuff is in the oven. Okay, so food is in the oven. P.S. Can I just rant for here a second? My poor husband broke the stove as he was trying to put it back in there. No worries, this thing is a dinosaur and we're replacing it anyways. But I don't even have a handle to open my oven with. And when I opened the door, a whole bunch of glass fell out. Totally ridiculous, but anyways. Okay, so chicken and other veggies are in the oven. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna prep this other stuff. So every once in a while, I'm in the mood for something sweet. That's a joke. Anybody that knows me, every once in a while is pretty frequently. But I can promise you, if you can wean yourself off of sugars, your cravings will greatly reduce. Definitely nutritional cleansing helps with that. But one of my favorite go-tos, high protein snack, is Greek yogurt. And you never want to get the ones that are already flavored because they're going to be full of artificial sweeteners and colors. And I just really encourage you guys, if you want to be healthy and not just skinny or lean, but just to be healthy, avoid any of the artificial stuff. So here I just added a packet of stevia and some pure vanilla extract. I didn't even measure it. It was probably like around a teaspoon. I just kind of like poured it in there. And again, to keep things easy, I just mixed it right up in the container that I'm gonna throw a lid on here and have it to go. And then I'm making some salads too. So little trick is if you add your toppings on the bottom of the container, and then put the lettuce on last, it will actually keep from getting soggy, so I don't have to eat this right away. Right now I'm just gonna keep it, again, quick and easy. So I did some tuna, and I have some flavored infused olive oil. So this is a basil infused olive oil. So I'm just gonna drizzle it with that, salt and pepper, and I think I might have some chickpeas or something in the cupboard I might throw in there as well for a little bit more carbs. Okay, so everything is cooked and done. It's actually cooled off. I had enough time while things were baking that I could clean up the kitchen a little bit and even jump in the shower. As you can see, there's no makeup here, hair is wet, but you know what? Priorities, right? There's no excuses, gotta get this done. So anyways, it took about 30 minutes or so for my chicken to cook. I'm sure your oven may be different. Everybody's is gonna be different, but it took about 30 minutes for the chicken that I had. And it's perfect. And the last step to meal prepping is just putting it in individual containers, single meals, so that you can just kind of grab it on the go, and you don't have to pull out a whole bunch of dishes and pre-measure and everything. So I am actually weighing and measuring my food. If you are on a traditional competitor prep meal plan, you're probably tracking your food. I do. I think it's important. I like the regimen. I like knowing that I am feeding myself enough, but not underfeeding myself. So I do actually measure my food. If you're just doing this for the Fit and Lean challenge, or just to, you know, create a healthy lifestyle, you don't have to measure, but it is good to have an idea of the portion size that you're taking in. So I definitely suggest at least getting an idea, so that especially when you're out and about, like I've been measuring my food for so long now that I can totally eyeball. Like if I go out to a restaurant, I can tell you exactly what a quarter cup of, you know, brown rice looks like, you know. So yeah, that's the last step. And then as you can imagine, I mean, really, throwing all the silverware and stuff in the dishwasher, but literally all I have to do is just crumble up this foil, and that pan's actually still clean, so I'll probably just rinse it off, and this one will be a little bit messier. I'll have to wash it, but just crumble it all and throw it in the trash, and then put your pans away. So super easy. Hope that helps you guys. We are starting week 1. Today is day 1 of the Fit and Lean challenge. I am 16 weeks out from my next bikini show, so I'm really excited to see what happens this week, just as far as giving you guys some more lifestyle hacks, as well as things that I encounter in my workouts and whatever else. So comment below, give me more feedback, you know, if you guys have great ways that you meal prep that may be different from myself, and I'm excited to read your comments.